ice sheet. No Ikea. To understand the home region of Ingvar Kamprad and Ikea, you have to go way back in time. As a result of the continental glacier, the soil in Småland is full of stones. Every year the farmers had to struggle to make the land workable. And no matter how many stones had been removed the previous year, the frozen ground of winter brought new ones to the surface. This hardship gave birth to a sense of entrepreneurship. A lot had to be made from a little. The forest around the houses was used to make carts, buildings and furniture. Iron ore was extracted from the lakes and sold to ironworks, where skilled smiths and artisans refined the raw material into products. The land reform of the early 19th century gathered each farm's scattered strips of land into proper fields. And in true Småland style, the farmers made the best of what they had. The stones in the field were now used to build walls dividing properties. A problem turned into a solution. No farm without a cow. Nowhere else in Sweden was animal husbandry as much in focus. And no part of the cow went to waste. The more milk, the more butter could be sold. The more fertilizer there was, the better the harvest. Everything could be used, sold or traded. And the living cow pulled the cart. In the mid-1800s, a mass emigration to the USA begins. More than 1 million Swedes eventually leave the country. 1/5 of them are from Småland, where crop failure and poverty made life unbearable for many. Some also move into the cities, and industrialization changes Sweden from the ground up. One family that remain in Småland are the Kays on Sundsholm farm outside Västervik. The daughter Ellen is strongly influenced by her Småland home environment. In her later life, by then an author and feminist ideologue, she presents her thoughts on beauty and simplicity to the Swedish people. In her book, Beauty for All, she praises functionalism, simple shapes, and natural materials. This is the birth of Scandinavian design. Ellen Kay took a lot of the inspiration for these thoughts from the couple Karin and Carl Larsson. Karin furnished their large home in Dalarna and worked with textiles, while Carl painted the home and their family life. His paintings became very popular and depicted a new kind of home. Light, airy, functional. A home that allowed space for children. A home to live in. The dark years of the First World War pass with hunger and poverty. But in 1928, the Social Democratic Prime Minister, Per Albin Hansson, introduces a term that will shape the 20th century in Sweden, and also the image of Sweden abroad. That term is folkhemmet, the welfare state, and the vision is to build a society characterized by consensus and equality. Women now have the right to vote and are joining the workforce. A series of social reforms are introduced, living standards are modernized, and small, functional homes are built in Sweden's towns and cities. Every farm and village in Småland produces something they can sell and make money from. Local rural shops serve as wholesalers and resell their goods. Agriculture and industry become mechanized, and a furniture kingdom begins to take shape.
I have to tell you now, this country is at war with Germany.
In 1939, the next World War breaks out. Sweden remains neutral, but is of course affected anyway. Many Swedish men are put on combat alert, and women play a larger role in the labour market. At this point, a young man from Älmtaryd in Småland puts his plans into action. The Småland ideology of entrepreneurialism, innovation, thrift and hard work will characterize everything he does. Stone after stone, obstacle after obstacle is confronted and removed. He is the third of three elements required for the birth of Ikea: Småland, Sweden, and Ingvar Kamprad.